So before I do anything, I want to say a few things about this okesa here. So the story of this okesa is first that one of my teachers in Japan, Yoshitani Daiken Roshi, the abbot of Myohonji, he gave me some fabric and he told me that I should make a 7-panel kesa. And I said, yes, of course I'll do that. And then I moved to Nova Scotia and I kept it on a shelf and I didn't touch the fabric for years and years and years. And then last year I learned about Esho-san doing this apprenticeship under Yuko sensei. And we started talking and it seemed like an opportunity to make this okesa finally become a reality. Right. And I want to say before I do anything, because this is my first time to wear it, but I have looked at it, that I have sewn a lot of okesa for my teachers and for sometimes for people who are about to ordain. And this is the first time for me to receive a robe in this way. And I find it very, very moving. We're told that we shouldn't talk about the robe as being beautiful or not beautiful, things like that. But there's a kind of like a wow the first time that you see a robe. And the other day I opened this up and I looked at it and there's this, for me, there's a wow and just deep, deep gratitude. So Esho-san and Yuko sensei, thank you so much. This is a really, this just has a lot of meaning for me personally. So thank you. So this is the okesa when you open it up. And I want to show the incredible detail around the daisa. This is much, there are a lot of ways to sew the daisa, and some are very fancy and some are not fancy. I sew a very not fancy version of this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this also, I'm like, wow. And right above here is the tenjo. This is from Okumura Roshi, which I also really appreciate. And this is the tradition of kind of marking or staining the cloth. Right. So with that.
Wonderful.
It's very light, by the way. The fabric is very light, and it's so it's like a gauze almost. Which
that was a kind of challenging.
Yes, yes, I know. It's also I just noticed because it's not very it's not a smooth cloth.
Right.
If you have stubble on your head, it'll stick.
I see.
So these are problems for bald people.
Bald people.
Okay.
So you said the fabric was given by your teacher.
So one of my teachers, like my onshi.
Yeah.
He's not my root teacher, but he's someone who has supported me in a lot of ways. And he's also been a sewing teacher for me over the years. Okay. He hosts a lot of Saihoe in Nagasaki.
Nagasaki, okay. Yeah. Did he also practice at the Zuyoji, or?
Yes.
He was a teacher?
Yes, and he would invite Okamoto sensei to come to Nagasaki every year for many years. There's a very strong Nyohoe culture in especially Minami Nagasaki.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Could you tell his name and temple one more time?
Yeah, it's Yoshitani Daiken Roshi. And the temple is Myohonji in Isahayashi.
Ah, Isahaya.
Yeah.
So he also cut the yos for you. We received the already cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He provided the cloth for the yo,
Mhm.
and then I cut it. We were at a Saihoe together.
Oh, you
and I
did cut it in when you were in Japan.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
and then I put it all into that bag and just picked it up.
It does look really big, but yeah, that's
But it's I'm a big person.
right. Yeah.
Well,
Could you please stand up?
yeah, of course. Just a second. I can do a thing like this.
Yes.
I'll move.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, so it is the perfect size
Okay.
if you in the length.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to treat you like a fashion model, but could you
Oh,
slowly turn around and show your back, please?
yes. So believe me, no one else in my life treats me like a fashion model.
So this is a good thing.
This is my opportunity.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, this is
We
really
can't see
nice.
the bottom, right?
Oh,
can
I
we
guess,
see the
yeah, I don't
bottom?
know if you can move your camera so we can
Yeah,
see.
of course. Just a second.
And that's the zendo, right? It's beautiful room.
Thank you.
Wow.
I will. Let's see.
Yeah, we can almost see the bottom of the okesa. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
not too long. But it's a good length, I think. I mean,
Yeah, I think because I was taught it should be the same distance from the bottom of the kimono and then from the bottom of the chikitotsu.
I see. Yeah.
And I think it's perfect.
Yeah, it looks good. I guess I asked you your size of your current okesa, I guess, right? That's where
That's right.
figure that out. Okay. Good.
Relief.
Yeah. Wow. This is really nice, you know, that we can see. Yeah, that he's wearing it.
Wow. It's fun to. It's first of all, it's wonderful to put it on for the first time.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is the. I guess it's the replacement for the Jue Saho.
Yes.
But also it's really nice to be able to share this so people can see it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, like how you're wearing it, you know, like when you're sitting, you're just showing that you know, the front is straight. Those little details, you know, some priests, you know, don't have a, you know, like a chance to actually see it, you know. Yeah, so it's great that yeah, you're showing it.
I'm curious, I have a question about it, which is, I was taught that the first yo from the edge should go directly down the center line of your body.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's always a little bit tricky because if you're doing zazen, it goes down and then it kind of has to go, it has to move.
Right.
But I'm curious if you've learned the same thing, if you've heard that.
I never heard that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's good to know.
Yeah.
I see that it's almost like, you know, yeah, on front, like a chest.
Yeah. So that's sometimes I'm not so careful about it, but if I am careful, then this goes like almost like a necktie.
Right, right. Oh, that's good. Interesting. Is that something that you were told at the Zuyoji?
Yes.
Ah,
This was also a Zuyoji thing.
I see. And then did I already ask you this question? I just don't remember. The way you know, they actually fold the back border and line to show the stitch. Have you heard of it? The back, you know, the back of usually you fold it inward
Right.
Yeah, but instead of holding it inward, some Hashimoto Roshi followers actually, showing the three, lines of border on the back.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was very interesting. And just Japanese, priest, Kobun-san, Kobo-san showed us the photo. I think it's
Mm.
the Google photo album, probably.
Oh, okay. Really interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, very
Yeah.
interesting. I never heard. Um,
Mm.
so I was wondering if any of your Zuyoji, people knew about this or heard about it.
I've never encountered that. I'm really curious about it.
Yeah, I
Mm.
only know this, from like a Edo period, like putting the stitches on your back, protecting you from like a evil, whatever the
Oh,
negative, energy coming back from your back.
yeah.
So people, put the pine needle stitch or any other kind of stitch on the
Right.
back of, children's kimono,
Right.
tenui, so I think that's probably the kind of, background idea notion about the, showing the end stitch, on the back.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind
Huh.
of interesting. Never heard, anywhere else, but he just
Mm.
showed us the photo of it. So little strange way that we
Yeah.
want to do, yeah, with meanings, of its own. So anyway, it's really, yeah, good to hear. I mean, see
So the fabric is very stretchy, and we were concerned that it's gonna be like a
like a drape down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think that your
Oh.
fabric is holding
Mm.
like a bandage. Yeah. Like
Well,
fabric is really thick,
mm,
linen, right? Solid,
yeah. Yeah.
with
And
good
I
stretch.
wear
So,
mostly I wear really wrinkly stuff.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I like this jikitotsu, they're linen and it's impossible to iron.
Uh-huh.
And so I think that this kind of, gauzy material is
Yeah, it fits your
it matches it. Yeah.
I
It
see, I
fits.
see.
Yeah.
Good. That's good. Yeah, so this fabric was kind of challenging for her to, work
So
on.
we thought that your friends kind of like gave you the fabric as a like a dare, like
Dare.
challenge. Oh, can you
Maybe
sew
so.
this?
Well, and I'll tell you, I have a friend who another monk who received the same cloth.
Hmm.
He got I think blue,
Oh.
and he sewed it, but he didn't without ironing it.
Oh.
So it still had that very kind of like almost like fua feeling to it.
Yeah.
It was really interesting because even like folded, it was huge.
Wow.
But it was
Interesting.
kind of wonderful, but it was it must have been so hard to sew.
Was that a kasetsu or a choyo-e like yours?
Kasetsu.
Kasetsu. Whoa.
Yeah. Huge challenge, I think.
This fabric with kasetse?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she got an idea of spraying the
So we did the spray starch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then, kind of
So because
Capri
the fabric
Island
was
and-
moving so much,
right. So
Mm.
it's a little easier.
yeah,
It was
we,
easy,
we
yeah,
could,
make
it was
a little
hard to
easier.
make a mark straight
Yeah.
line, and
Yeah.
we just have to kind of stabilize the fabric. So we just
Mm.
sprayed the
So yeah,
starch
that
and
worked
iron.
well, right?
Yeah. So then it was kind of made it a little bit easier
Yeah.
to cut and
And then for the marking, actually,
Right.
after use the kind of chalk powder,
chalk
and
powder,
then
like wheel, chalk wheel.
you use
yeah.
she used the stitch, actually, like a thread to mark over the
Because
back line.
the fabric was so rough woven,
Yeah,
so the chalk powder is gonna just disappear.
Yes.
like
Exactly.
so we had to
Oh,
be
but that's a good solution with the starch, I think.
right. Starch worked really well, and then the marking with the thread, that also worked
Yeah.
well.
We have to be very creative.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just like,
Yeah.
this. How about this?
Ah.
which is a good challenge. I think it's overall it was good experience. You don't get this type of fabric every day. Well, you don't even choose
Right,
if you have
right.
a choice.
We were calling it cheesecloth.
Yes, it is. It's like cheesecloth.
Brown cheesecloth.
It's the Buddha's cheesecloth.
Right. So yeah, well, this is great. Thank you for
Yeah,
your
thank
time,
you. Thank you
Koun-san.
for-
It's wonderful.
Well, thank you for everything. Thank you for this. This is
Wonderful.
yeah, this is really inspiring for me.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
I'm glad we could do this.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for giving me opportunity to show your
Oh,
okesa.
wow.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
challenge.
It was wonderful because now Yuko-san told me she saw okesa 20 okesa without not knowing whose okesa she's sewing. So I felt that's
Wow.
like just no attachment at all. But now since I know this is gonna be for Koun-san.
Right,
Oh,
it's
okay.
good. It's
like,
good.
Oh, we met and oh great, I'm one of these.
Nice.
I'm sewing for Koun-san. So that was kind of like my attachment.
But it's good to feel the connection.
Mhm.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
good. Yeah. In my case, just that the antaji for 1 year or 10 months. I made about 20 okesas, I think, like every 2 weeks. Because I
Wow.
slept like 6 hours every day. I didn't have to do anything else, basically. I did
Yeah.
Sanshin, but and I was 26, so I was younger
Right.
compared
Yes.
to younger.
I'm only finishing third okesa now, so it's
Well, she's doing all the scheduled temple and everything, So yeah. Anyway, this was a
Well,
really good opportunity. Thank you.
thank you.
Well, thank you for the work that you're doing. I'm really excited to see the next thing that you sew.
Right. She's now hostess.
Hostess.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe at the end, can I ask you now that how to take off and fold for
Oh,
the
yeah.
is
Sure.
it
Okay.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry again, I'm using
No,
Dharma model.
it's okay.
I think people are some people actually really want to see how you do it, and
Yeah. This is something I definitely prefer to do this standing, just because
yeah.
the-
I know it's a large orchestra.
easier.
Or you do also like our choki,
Yeah.
kneeling.
Yeah, that's also a little bit easier, but
I think Hojo-san usually do like a choki, kneeling. But yeah, it's a huge orchestra. So
yeah, it is.
stuck on your head or rub on your head. It's really big. I can see that.
So Koun-san is 180 centimeter or more.
More
More.
than 180, right? It's 6 foot.
2.
2, yeah.
2,
Almost
so
190.
185 or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So very tall.
Yeah. In Japan, it's terrible.
Like,
I used to, I had bruises and I had cuts.
Yeah. That's what Hojo-san had. Like, the whatever the ceiling is low, and then there's this like a rama or like a little,
Right.
beam.
Terrible.
Yeah, I
All
remember.
the time.
Always the same for Hojo-san. Anyway, well, thank you very much. Should not take you much of your time. So, ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I put this on YouTube. So, all right.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Bye-bye.